Hello, I've got a special story today. It's for a friend of mine's little girl who has been enjoying listening to the stories I've been telling and has now been inspired to read stories and send them to her friends. So this little girl's name is Katie. She loves unicorns. And I didn't have any books about unicorns, so I decided to write her very own unicorn story. And this is it. Katie's Helping Day. Katie was a unicorn, but not any ordinary one. Yes, she had a wonderfully sparkly tail, and her coat was silver and pink, which made her bright blue horn so bold. But her kind nature was what always showed through. However, it wasn't those things that made her special. No. Katie the unicorn could dance. She would twirl and leap through the air, and all the other unicorns loved to watch her. One day, on the way home from uni school, Katie saw a little bird that had fallen from its nest. She bent down on her front legs to see. "Hello, can I help you?" Katie asked. I can't fly," said the bird sadly. "I thought all birds could fly," questioned Katie. "Well, yes, we are supposed to, but I just tried and ended up here." And the little bird nodded to the place where she sat. "Oh dear. Well, let me help you up," said Katie, and she put down her head so her bright blue horn touched the ground and the little bird could climb upon it. "Do you want to try again from here?" Katie said. But the little bird just held tight to Katie's horn and shook her head. Thought Katie. "I need to see what I can do." Just then, Katie's friend Tilly arrived. "Hello, Katie. Are you going home?" "Yes, Tilly, but I'm helping my little friend here first." And Katie lifted her hoof up to the point where the little bird was sitting, who was still hanging on to Katie's horn tightly. "She can't fly." Tilly peered at the little bird. "Hello," she said. "Hello," said the little bird shyly. "So, I have an idea," said Tilly. Tilly always had ideas. She was a bright green unicorn with a yellow tail and horn, and her mother has been the unicorn to the Grand Princess of Daffodils, which is why they say she has the brightest yellow horn of all unicorns. The Princess of Daffodils blessed Tilly with it. "Why don't you hop from Katie's horn to mine just to get a feeling for flying?" The little bird gave a sigh. "I can't." Now, Katie and Tilly knew what this was. The little bird was not feeling very brave, and she needed to be confident. "Let's show her," said Tilly, and Katie smiled, as this was an opportunity to do what she loved, dancing and helping. "Sit there, little bird," said Katie, as she put her horn near a large fairy mushroom and let the little bird step onto it to sit and watch what was going to happen. Suddenly, Tilly spun around and shimmery gold dust covered the grass. Her tail began to swing in a rhythm, and then she started to hum a beautiful song that sounded like crystal bells. Then, gliding across the golden grass, came Katie on her back legs. She galloped and twirled, and her front legs flowed and waved as graceful as swan's wings, with her tail now rising and lowering in the rhythm. Oh, it was a beautiful sight to see. And then all of a sudden, Katie bowed her head towards the little bird. "Come on," she said, and indicated for her to hold on to her bright blue horn again. The little bird, who had been thoroughly enjoying the display, happily did a little jump onto Katie's horn. "That's it," thought Tilly. The unicorns danced and sang, with the little bird swaying along, slowly holding onto Katie's horn with one wing, then the other. Tilly came closer, at one point and then nodded to Katy as they put their heads together. The little bird hopped from one horn to another, making tiny flapping motions with her wings. Tilly and Katy then started to move a little further apart until the hopping from one to another became a little leap. And then all of a sudden, the little bird realised she was fluttering her wings in a controlled manner to keep herself in the air. Katy and Tilly saw this happening, and it made them spin and jump all around, knowing that the little bird was slowly but surely starting to fly. Tilly started to bring her music to an end, and Katy finished her dance with a graceful roll onto the grass and a delicate swish of her sparkly tail. Both looked up to see the little bird gliding through the air with a wonderful smile on her face. But when the little bird noticed the unicorns had stopped, so did she, and she suddenly started to zoom to the ground. "No, no, keep flapping," called Katy and Tilly. Up, down," they shouted. "You can do it! Trust yourself!" The little bird, in more of a panic than anything else, did what they said. And there, slowly but steadily, she began to rise into the sky. The two unicorns clapped and cheered as little bird grew more and more confident with every moment, and suddenly she was sweeping and swooping past them. Just then, they all heard some very loud tweets coming from behind the hill, and there appeared a big, beautiful bird with bright red feathers. "Ruby!" tweeted the bird. "Ruby Cockchenille! There you are!" The big bird swooped down just as the little bird saw her. "Look, Mummy, I'm here! I'm flying!" "Oh, yes, but dinner is in the nest. I was wondering where you had gone." The little bird came to rest on Katy's back. "These are my friends," she said. "They helped me fly." The mummy bird smiled at Katy and Tilly. "Oh, thank you. She's been so nervous, and I just thought I'd get dinner. I didn't think she would try on her own." All she needed was a bit of confidence and some sparkle, said Tilly, swishing her tail to release some glitter. "Well, you're both very kind." And with that, the mummy bird swept past little bird, scooping her under her wing. "We must be off." Little bird wiggled out of the glorious red feathers, and there she was, flying on her own. "Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you both." "You could always do it," called back Katy. "You just needed to believe in yourself." Little bird swung around in the sky and swooped down to Katy's horn. "I'm Ruby, by the way," she said, as she whirled round the bright blue horn and then darted back into the sky to join her mother. Katy and Tilly watched as Ruby and her mummy got further and further into the distance. Then they smiled at each other, happy that they had been able to help, and with a swish of their tails, they trotted along home. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you've got any requests of stories, well, if I've got them, I'll be happy to read them for you. If not, I'll make one up. So do keep watching. Take care.